Okay, guys, so good evening. We will explain to you tonight. This is exactly what's going on with the EB5 project. We will answer to all your questions with the Jesus that I send an invitation and see if he can connect correctly. Okay, so waiting only that Jesus. Okay, perfect. Like I was telling you, good evening. I'm Fabrice, and we will explain to you tonight exactly what's happened with the EB5 project. What is the EB5 project? So, good evening, Jesus. How are you?
Hello, how are
I'm
you?
good. I'm good. Thank you so much to join us tonight, and because I was very happy that you are here to explain this nightly activity for the EB5 that nobody know exactly what's going on and when we can have what this is the advantage, the inconvenience that we can have with the EB5. But first of all, can you present you? Who are you? Where can I find you? And which company you represent?
Okay, thank you for inviting me to this live. I am Jesus Thieven, Client Relations Manager at EB5 Affiliate Network,
Okay.
one of the largest regional center in the US. We cover 48 states in the US.
Okay, guys, great. So what is your phone number? Because if there is some people that they want an information, they can obviously connect us, but you can give your phone number because all the people always talking about that they see the live on the Instagram or this coming by Fabrice because we connect after and continue the process. So what is your phone number and your company? So is Latam affiliated? And you are the very nice company because I saw so many projects and it's amazing. We will try on this Instagram, guys, to present to you some project. We cannot do everything because it takes a little time and you have to know exactly because everybody is not the same situation for everybody. Case by case, step by step, we can explain to you. So after the presentation, if you're interested, you can take contact with us. And with a pleasure, we will do a Zoom meeting with Jesus and explain to you exactly the situation, how it's going on with the EB5 project. So I let you.
Okay, my phone number is 786-614-7979.
Perfect.
I am based in Miami. And my email is Jesus, JESUS, at eb5an.com.mx.
Perfect. So we will try to explain a little bit at the people how it's going on with the project. I don't know if you see the presentation that you sent me. This is your presentation. He explained very well because I just checked it out and it's exactly what the information that we need. Of course, again, there is some people that they need a little more information about the situation that they have because there is not exactly a perfect science, but it's not a rocket science either. So let's go ahead with the presentation and let's go how it's going on with the EB5.
Okay, so we are going to see the EB5 Immigrant Investor Program, the application process, who participates in this EB5 process, the investment amount, this is very important, the total investment amount,
Sure.
and the EB5 project, which is the Kindred Resort in Keystone, Colorado, which is a resort complex with condominiums, hotel, commercial area, and a ski club. It's a EB5 project approved by USCIS as Rural TEA EB5 project, which is very important.
Okay, this is the basis of the EB5 process, I guess, that the people have to know and exactly have to working with a project that is already approved by the USCIS, right?
Correct. This is important. With the new law, all the projects have to be approved by USCIS. So there are different classifications. We got the highest because our project is the highest interest for the American economy. So we qualify for a TEA rural project.
So what is DEA?
So it is, the EB5 is divided in areas.
Yeah,
So
sure.
when the area is very important for the government, they give special benefits for the investors.
Okay.
So in this case, the highest benefits are two benefits. One, they qualify for the minimum amount of investment,
Okay.
which is
$800,000.
$800,000,
Okay.
and the priority processing times, which is 12 months or less,
Okay.
to get the green
Okay.
card.
So the people that is starting, that you want to say, that the people starting to a project that is already approved by the USCIS, and that my understanding, this is the project that you working on it. You don't take so many projects that is not approved because it's a waste of time, I guess. And yes, go ahead. Sorry.
Everything has to be approved. Otherwise, they don't can submit your case before USCIS.
Okay, perfect. So between the moment that the investment is done, the day one that you put your money and the investment is down, you begin to 12 months and you get the green card.
Yes. So the process has 4 simple steps. The first one is that the investor have to work with the immigration attorney on the source of funds, so the legal source of funds.
Okay, just a little thing. There is no problem because the people that don't have, there is so many attorney, and but there is some specialist attorney that is directly and do only EB5. It's not to think that they know exactly the project, because everybody can have his specialty, and it's better because it's better to working. Always we have a contact that the attorney that my friend, another one, or the attorney from the family, etc. But guys, it's much better to working with the attorney that we working on, because they know exactly the project. Because and I guess Jesus, and you stop me if I did a mistake, that the work of the attorney was the more important of the project, I guess.
Correct. So it's like a doctor when you need a surgery. So you need a specialist.
Exactly.
In this case, you need an specialist, an immigration attorney in EB5, in visas EB5.
Exactly. And you don't have to scare about the fee from the attorney, because all the attorney practice exactly. You know what I mean? If there is $1,000 for $800,000 investment, it doesn't matter, believe me, because it's better to pay sometimes $1,000 more and get exactly what you want, that $1,000 less, and working on it for 2 or 3 years. So because the job of the attorney is really, because this is the attorney, Jesus, and I don't think that I do a mistake about that, that is will be verified all the funds, that it must be approved by the USCIS, right?
Correct. This is the main step in the process. And I was telling you, the first step is the source of funds. And then the second step is to send the I-526 application to the USCIS.
Yes.
So from here, when you send the application, it takes 12 months to get a conditional green card approval.
Okay, what is the conditional green card? What is it?
So the conditional green card means that it's conditional because 24 months later, you have to demonstrate that the project that you invested in was built and the project created the jobs. So it's very important. So as I told you before, the process has 4 simple steps. The first one is the sort of funds.
Okay.
The second one is to send the application to the USCIS. From here, the process takes 12 months in a waiting period.
Okay. So
After 12 months, because this is a rural TEA, this is for our project. Because our project has the highest priority. So it takes 12 months, and then the EB5 investor get the conditional green card. So it's conditional, and then because 24 later, so the investor have to work again with the immigration lawyer to send to the USCIS the I-829 form in order to remove the conditions. It means that they have to demonstrate that the project was built and the project created the jobs.
Okay, so but this one to create the job, because there is a number of the job that is required. So the number of the job is required, the project that is going on. This is, I want to say, is not the problem for the investor. The investor was going obviously with you because you handle everything about that, right?
Yes, so the project has to create more 10 jobs per EB5 investor. In our project will be create more than 23 jobs for each EB5 investor.
Got it.
This is a KPI, an indicator that the investor have to see in the project that he is going to invest.
Okay, perfect. So after he have the green card, after 12 months, he have the green card. The green card is a conditional between 24 months, and after 24 months, he have to apply for a change of status and apply for the I-829, and he have the green card, he remove the condition for the 24 months that they get it before, right?
Okay, in this case, it's not 24, it's 12, because we have the priority processing time. For the rest of the project, the waiting time, the waiting period is 24 or more. In our case, it's 12.
Okay, so we saw in your presentation for this flyer, for example, that after there is a rural project and other project. Can you explain that, please, Jesus?
Yes, there are different areas.
Yes.
So if the area is out of the interest of the government, the investment is $1,050,000. So $1 million. So if the project is located in a TEA area, which is an interest for the government, so the government gives a discount of $250,000. So the investment is going to be $800,000.
$800,000.
Correct.
Okay, correct. Okay.
If the area has more interest for the U.S. government, so the government gives more benefits. In this case, the benefits is a priority processing time. It means that they are going to process the I-526 in 12 months or less.
Okay, so, and he can get the green card at the moment that the process is in process. It is the word that we have to say. And so, and they get the green card starting the 12 month, right?
Correct.
Okay.
It's correct.
Perfect. Let's go ahead with the explanation. See, if someone has some question, we cannot do the presentation and answer to the question. So don't hesitate. Write it on the chat, send it on WhatsApp, and we will answer everything after 101. We can call you tomorrow or next week. It depends on you if you want all the explication about that. Not only for the client that is connected. This is exactly the same thing for the agent that is connected and they have the client. Guys, it's better to get the professional. I know exactly the process. I know exactly how it's going on, but I prefer to working with Jesus with as a professional. When I have a client, because he do it, guys, it is exactly when you go to see an agent, you know, in an in-home agent, when you go to a new construction. The guys do the presentation every single day and so many times. Jesus know his work. It's not only the presentation, he know exactly. I already spoke with him and he's really is a professional. So don't hesitate. Take a note, send a question, and I will after do an appointment one-on-one to explain to you exactly what's going on. So let's continue, Jesus. Who can apply?
Okay, so it's important to know that there is a new benefits in the new law during the waiting period. So during the waiting period, so I'm talking about the 12 months, the investor can request a work permit and travel authorization.
Okay,
but who can apply? This is important.
Yes, sure.
Yes, the investor has to be a person living in the U.S., already living in the U.S. For example, a student with the student visa, of course, E2 visa, an investor, or L1 visa or H1B visa. They are persons living in the U.S. So it means that they apply as soon as they invest in the project and they send the application to the USCIS, they can change the status immediately to resident pending. They become resident pending.
Okay, so we get the client. He live in the United States. Perfect. He want to do EB5. He will have a work permit. Perfect. When can he receive the social security number? Martha asking. Because if he's coming, for example, for, I don't know, is from whatever. If he have a E2 visa, of course, obviously, he already get a social security number. But in this case, if these guys have nothing.
Okay, so for example, I'm a student.
Yes.
I'm a student. So they will get the work permit in average 4 months. In average.
In average.
Okay. As soon as he or she gets the work permit, they can't get the Social Security.
Okay. So they cannot work before, of course, obviously, because they don't have the permit. They don't get the permit. And so this is the first case. And the guys, it is in Argentina, in France, in Canada, whatever. Can he do the EB5? He have a 1 million, there is no problem. He have all the cash, and he want to do that. He can do it, or he cannot.
Yes, they can do it. For example, if they come over with the B1, B2 visa,
okay, good.
And they stay here for 3 or 4 months, they can decide to change their status because they are EB5 investor. So they can change the status whenever they want. But this type of thing happens when people are stay here for more than 3 months. They can say they could say, "Oh, I prefer to stay here, not to going back to my country. So I need to talk to my immigration lawyer because I could change my status."
Okay, so and sometimes I have some client that is already happened when they are not in process for the EB5. The USCIS accept an extension is happened. It's happened there already for some client that he was already here and is working very well. At the moment, I see that at the moment that the people that want to do this investment with the EB5, the USCIS is more flexible. I don't know. It's my opinion, you know.
Well, I would say that the new law has new benefits. So the new law started in March 2022, So we have new benefits.
Okay.
This is one of the
Perfect.
benefits.
So you was asking for the amount that is $800,000 for the rural project. So perfect. And what about the times? So the people have to invest in this project for $800,000. Okay, it's starting for the 1 day. How long does they have to block? We can say the amount on this project.
Okay, so for this TA project that we have right now, so the period is 5 years.
5 years.
Because 5 years.
Okay.
The investor is a lender of the project.
Okay.
And as a lender, he has a maturity time.
Okay.
So it means that in 5 years, he is going to receive the investment back.
Okay, so he received back his investment. And of course, because people have to know that at the beginning, a lot of people do the investment is not for the interest. We have to take in mind that the investment for the EB5 is not an investment to have the money back every single month, because you expect to have passive income, we can say, a passive income about you 1 million. Let's talking about 1 million to put one good amount, you know. So the interest usually, how much is it for yearly or at the end of the, I don't know how it's working from depend of the project maybe. So, but how much is this interest? 2%, 3%, I guess?
Okay. So remember, as you said, so this is a migratory vehicle. It is not a commercial investment.
Correct.
So in this case, for this project, which is TA, rural TA, so the interest is 1% per year during the 5 years.
Okay. But people have to know, listen, because this is very important as well for the agent that he was listening to us. When you is not obviously is not the project that we get here that is give only 1%. Believe me, you can go everywhere. Everywhere is the same problem. The EB5 project you buy, you have to bear in mind that you buy a green card. This is exactly the phase.
Exactly.
You buy the green card, buy a sacrifice that you put $800,000 on the account with the developer, and you are waiting for the 5 years. Maybe sometime they can extend. You have to know it, because this, when you have a development, is not a perfect science. It can be late for 1 year and 2 years, so it can be extended, right? Jesus, I guess.
Yes. So you have to be careful because there are other projects that they offer more interest, but they have more or high risk.
High risk, yes.
It means, for example, that the project is in pre-construction step. So this is a high risk. In our case, the project 𝐾𝐻 Resort in Keystone, Colorado is under construction and is in the
I try to find it.
Next.
Yes.
Okay, that one. It's under construction. So the project is fully funded. And
very important what you said. What do you mean? Very important, because we know what is it, but the people don't know. What is it fully funded?
So when I say fully funded, is that the senior loan is executed. It's in the project.
Exactly.
So in this case, the senior loan is in the project, and the developer equity as well, and the preferred equity investment as well. So it's fully funded. The EB5 loan is to replace partially the senior loan.
Exactly.
So the project doesn't need the EB5 loan to be completed.
Yes.
You see, this is the reason that this project is low risk.
Exactly. But only to know, because only an information, on which line your company is on some project like this. Is on first line, on second line, what? And I will explain to the people that is connected why I'm asking for that. because it's important.
Yes, so only we sponsor a project in these conditions, a project that has already funded under construction, and we work only with developers with a very good track record.
Correct. Yes. So that there is no, I cannot say that there is no risk, because there always for all things that you can do on your life, there is a part of the risk. But when you have a project that is already funded, what do you mean? It means that there is already the money, that the project don't waiting for the money of the investor to continue the project. If there is no investor coming, yeah, if there is no investor coming, the project will continue. Some people asking because, yes, exactly. 5 years ago, if I remember, they suspended the EB5 project. So they're asking, some asking, so how is it working, if it's going back again, or how it's work, or if it's for the future?
But I didn't catch that. You mean the other projects,
Yes,
or?
because people are asking that the project, the EB5 project, does not exist anymore because they suspended 5 years ago by the USAS. It was $500,000. They suspended, I don't remember if in 97 something. And that, but today people have to know that the project for the EB5 is really exist again, with a different amount, with an update, for the update that you explained just right now, Jesus, for the amount, for the condition, for the interest, etc., and for the project that we have here, but is go back again.
Yes, so there are different reasons. The thing is that the investor have to, my recommendation, to find, so the investment have to be on risk, but it not have to be in the high risk.
Sure.
So my recommendation is to look for EB5 projects with low risk, because many things can happen in the future. You know, there are projects that have issues.
Sure.
So they have to be careful. I don't know what happened with other projects, but for example, I don't recommend to invest in projects on a pre-construction step.
Yes, because we see in the past that there is some project and new construction that they stop it completely.
Correct.
Because it's not funded.
Or it's difficult to find a senior loan to get, because you know in this country it's very difficult to get a bank loan. So there are so many due diligence. So when a project gets a senior loan approved, it means that the project is, you know, in good standing. You see?
Yes, sure. So it is exactly what you explained before on this slide. So that here for the secure EB5 loan investment, this is exactly that one with the $800,000. And this is the cost of the project. This one that we saw before, the Keystone Colorado project. It is why you are asking for, right?
Yes. So I would like to talk about the 𝐾𝐸 Resort project.
Sure.
Because the project is already funded, but over 68 condos are already pre-sold. So they have a very high demand.
Wow.
So it is important for the success of the project. And we offer as well an I-526 approval refund guarantee in case of you are rejected by the USCIS.
Okay, so
this is very important.
It's very important, Jesus, what you say.
Yes, it's very important, because otherwise, in other projects, you have to wait 5 years to get your money back. So in our case, if you are rejected in 6 months, you will receive your money back immediately. This is by contract.
This is the thing really amazing because
Mm.
yes, that you was asking is very important. It look like not, but it is because there is so many projects that the people are starting to invest and they was denied it by the USAS or generally, usually when the people is denied it, 90% the problem is the proof of funds. 90% because if you don't kill nobody, if you don't do some crime, there is no money, and the money must have to see where's the money coming from. This is the more important.
Exactly.
I'm
This
not a
is
lawyer, but we're working so many with the project and so many attorney, and we know that this is the more important thing.
yes, this is important to work with a good attorney and a
Correct.
specialist in EB5 business.
Exactly. Correct. So
Because
this one,
the first filter that you have to go through is the lawyer.
exactly. It is why for the people that they want to know, at the moment that you have a client, first thing, there is two steps that is important. First step, we go with Jesus. Jesus will explain to you client exactly the project, what's going on, how it's going, and at the moment everybody is okay, and your client is ready. We go to the second step, that is a lawyer. We don't go anywhere. We go directly to the lawyer because the lawyer will do exactly the check mark of the list of the paper that he need or list of the requirement that he need and approve by himself because he know exactly the job if he can go into the USAS directly. So don't worry about that. So we know exactly the project. It's not the first time that we do it, and we do it step by step, but this is for your safety, security.
Correct.
So
you are right.
This is 4 projects that you have for the EB5 in Keystone, right?
Yes, so this is the 𝐿𝐴 resort, some renderings. It is a resort with 95 condominiums unit,
Okay.
a hotel, 4-star hotel in the middle with 107 rooms and 25,000 square feet of retail space and a private ski club in 3 towers. So it is very interesting because the project is 55 feet from the river run gondola. So
nice.
it's very, very
Oh,
close.
and Keystone,
So
all of you, everybody know Keystone exactly for this one, for everything that you can go to the station that there is over there. It's not a mystery, you know. So this is some project that already we know, and when we know the developer is better, of course.
yeah, so Keystone is very important. So when you compare Keystone with important other resorts, ski resort, for example, Aspen, Winter Park. So Keystone was opened in 1970, and Keystone is the closest ski resort to a city. In this case, Denver.
Okay.
So it has many benefits for people.
Okay. So this project already started?
Yes, it's under construction. So you see some pictures of the project, and we have more pictures. So we show the pictures when I am in a meeting with the client. But the project started in 2021.
Okay, so if we go to the client with the client over there, we can see exactly and what's going on, what the project that it was started already.
Yes, and we offer a visit if the investor want to visit the project. So we offer a visit to them in Keystone, Colorado. So Sotheby's has an exclusive sales partnership with us.
Okay.
And you know that Sotheby's is the most well-recognized real estate brokerage in the world.
Yes,
so we have an office in 𝐾𝐿𝐴 Resort. So
great.
the investor can visit the office of Sotheby's.
Great, perfect. So this is the summary of all the project that there is over there in Keystone, right?
Correct. This is the summary of the ski resorts in the
Okay.
U.S. And
Yeah.
yeah, so the investor can compare how interesting Keystone is in the U.S. So, for example, 1.4 million people visit the resort every year. So it's a important tourist spot in the US.
Okay, got it. Perfect. So let's continue with that. The close high-end sky resort to the city.
Correct. So if you compare another ski resort, so Keystone is the closest one.
Yes,
Mhm.
here. So
It's
distance
very
for downtown Denver, 69 miles, 103 for the downtown Denver. For the time, 103 is what, 1 hour and a half, something? So distance to the Denver International Airport, 88 minutes, and the time to Denver International Airport, 144. Yes, it's very close. It's the better one of all of them.
Yes. So these characteristics assure that this is an excellent project and it's going to be very successful.
Okay. So this is the investment that there is already done?
Yes, no, this is the partnership with Sotheby's. As I
Okay.
told you before, we have an exclusive sales partnership with Sotheby's International
Got
Realty.
it.
Mhm.
So, and see, this is exactly where is the project, Mexico City, Michoacan, Jalisco.
Yes, so this slide is very important,
Yeah.
Fabrice, because one of the key for the success is the developer and the track record of the developer. Interland is a developer for a 𝐾𝐻 Resort. Interland has 48 years of experience with over 45 projects throughout Mexico and US. And Interland was established in 1975 and has successfully completed all their projects. So this is not the first project for Interland.
Yeah, sure.
So it's important for the investor to see that they are investing their capital with a developer with an excellent track record.
Okay, people asking, agent asking, of course. We mentioned on the other slide that there is Sotheby that they have the contract over there, but it doesn't matter, guys. You can come in from HP, from Sotheby, from Keller Williams, whatever you want. If you do EB5 visa with us, we will working exactly how was it must to be. Don't worry about that. There is no problem for that because we mentioned Sotheby. So if Sotheby have the exclusivity for the project, does the agent of other company can sell the project?
Correct.
Of course. So it's to answer for one question of the agent over there. So immigration and financial safety.
Okay, so this slide is very
Yes,
important,
sure.
Fabrice,
It is what I
because
see. Yes.
as a EB5 investor, you have two objectives. The first one is to get your immigration goals, to get the
Correct.
green card. Okay,
This
and
is
the
the first goal.
second one is to get your money back. This is
Sure.
the yes. So we talk to about immigration safety and financial safety.
Okay.
So as immigration safety, the first one is that the project is fully capitalized with flexible senior construction loan
Okay.
in place.
Here.
Not dependent on EB5 loan. So to complete the project. And more than 23 jobs per EB5 investors, with job creation already well underway with advanced stage construction.
very important because you mentioned before that we need only to have the requirement for the EB5 project 10 jobs, right?
10 jobs, and we are offering more than 23.
Okay, so you're offering more than 23. It's very safe. It's very secure.
It's more than the
Yeah.
requirement.
Yeah, sure. And it is why you can, of course, at the moment, we have to know because we did some E2 visa as well, and the EB5 is really, and I realized that is a check mark because the USCIS or the ambassador for the E2 visa as looking exactly for the project that you have for the client, and it's not because this is this client or other client. No, this is a check mark of the project. At the moment that the project answers at all requirements, no makes sense to deny the project. But again, more important things, 90% for the denied project for the EB5 that I saw is for the poor funds only.
I would say 100, not 90, 100%.
Yes, because of course you cannot take your phone from a drugs. Yeah. You cannot take your phone because you do a bank 5 years ago. You stole a bank 5 years ago. You cannot take the phone for that. The phone must be approved by the USCIS, and this is the job for the lawyer that we have.
Yeah,
I'll let you
okay, so the next one is the financial safety.
Okay.
So the other objective, so a strong proven market demand with 68% of condominiums already sold, which is a very high demand. So we have, as I told you before, the I-526 approval refund guarantee for earlier repayment if the process is denied.
Okay.
And important, the EB5 loan upgrades to senior once the bank loan is repaid and the hotel is completed.
Okay, so again, guys, I-526E, this is the application that you have to file. And if there is a problem that is denied, your EB5 project is denied, you have the refund of your money.
Correct. So immediately.
Immediately. Perfect. So we can resume a little everything, Jesus. So the EB5 project is going for the development. The development that they have to do, at least they must have 10 employees.
Correct.
The minimum amount is $800,000. After you have some fee for the company that he handled it for you, you have some fee for the immigration lawyer. So calculate approximately that you need $900,000.
Correct. This is the total investment amount.
Okay. And so after you're starting to do your application that the name is 526E, I-526E, this is the application. In case if there is a problem, you have the money back directly.
Correct.
If you approve, you pass 24 months, and after the 24 months, you have to find the other
12
application. 12, perfect. So perfect, 12 months, and you have to apply with the A26, and you can get your green card definitely. Remove the condition.
Okay. 24 after the approval of the I-526.
Yes,
correct.
Exactly,
Sorry.
because the approval for the green card, you get it for the first 12 months, right?
Correct.
Okay, so perfect. If you have some doubts, guys, you can ask a question for the security number that we asked before, for the time that you have, for the timeline, for everything. Jesus is here to answer to you to all your questions, and most likely for the project that there is here, that the development that you have, the project that you have here for the Keystone is very nice. I love it because it's famous. It's a brand, so it's really a brand. So it's more, you can more trust a brand that's something that is new. You know what I mean?
Yes, and they can check our track record as a regional center, as a developer. So this is a minimum risk project.
Okay, perfect. So I think that we did an amazing presentation. Thank you so much, Jesus. And so again, guys, everyone is different is a presentation, general presentation, but everyone is completely different. So I suggest, agent, if you have a client, connect with us. We will do a Zoom with your client. If you want to be present at the Zoom, there is no problem about that. And we can do the presentation with Jesus with no problem, and starting to do the process with the immigration lawyer that we have after. Don't hesitate. If there is something that you don't have to be 100% to know if your client want to go through right away, but you can give the information as well.
Yes, and we offer, a meeting with the client. We show, all the details of the project. And after my presentation, so we offer you and me, Fabrice, a courtesy meeting with the immigration lawyer.
Exactly.
So this is important because they can check with the attorney. So where the source of funds, which is the most important step in the process.
Exactly. This presentation will be on the YouTube channel in taking a little time, maybe tomorrow or at the evening. I will send to everybody that it was connected, but on my Instagram as well, the link that you can go and see the video again. And on my website, I will put your presentation, not only your presentation, but your project. So people that they want to see the project for the EB5, you can go to my website. My website is very easy. It's my name, my first name and last name.com, FabriceHernandes.com. So you can check. It's not yet on there because I just have the presentation. So it's not yet on my website, but Sonia, my assistant, will be connecting down the website. Maybe tomorrow it will be done. You can check it out to have all the information. And again, if you want more information, more detail about not only this presentation or the website, connect with us and we can do a Zoom or with the Jesus or with the attorney.
Thank you very much for inviting me, Fabrice.
Thank you to take your time for this presentation for us. It was a pleasure to host you. And so I think that we will see very soon.
Sure.
Thank you, Jesus. And have a good evening.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.